Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah Johnson and I'm a professional makeup artist based in London. So a lot of people have been asking me, how do you achieve a classic makeup look? You know, the light, medium and dark, or you know, the classic red lip. So I thought we would do a step-by-step lesson together, start to finish, on how to achieve this look. If you can like and subscribe, that will be amazing. So my skin's all prepped and I've just received this product which I've used yesterday and it is absolutely stunning. It's called Yummy Skin by Danessa Myrick and it is the water powder serum. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I wouldn't take this all over my face. I'm just going to take it down my T-zone because that's where I get a little bit shiny and where I kind of want to smooth out. So it's just drops and it's like a liquid. It's a very, very soft touch. It's a very fine fluid. And it's like a modern day powder. It's a modern day mattifier. And it feels absolutely stunning on the skin. So I'm just taking it through the center of my face. You've got a little, okay, so you actually have a little squeezy applicator at the bottom. So don't do what I did and just try and tap that out. But even if you were to take it over the face, it doesn't feel like too much. It's an absolutely beautiful product. I definitely recommend it. We're evening out. So this is the Makeup Forever Greyness Reducer. It's a primer. And again, I'm just taking it where I've got pigmentation, where I've got like a large area of dark, which is around my mouth. And just use your fingers. I'm not going to take it anywhere else. We have the powder serum on, so that's going to act as a primer as well. I want to keep everything glowy through the sides of my face, but I do just need to even out around the mouth. The next thing we're going to do is apply a base. We're going in with a Serum foundation. And we've just received also some new Makeup by Mario brushes. Haven't tried some of them out yet, so we're trying them now. So we have this famous brush, went viral. You could barely find it in England. It's the F4 brush. I'm going to use the larger side for the foundation, and I'm going to play with this one. I might use it for concealer, I might use it for cream blusher. I'm not sure yet. So, foundation. So remember, light layers will always give you that flawless kind of red carpet skin that is going to last as well. So do try and invest in a couple of products as base to give you that real perfected skin. Take it down the neck and the jawline. Let's build up. I am going to start off with my lighter colour, so we are going lighter through the centre and slightly warmer through the perimeters of the face. So we're using the Light Reflecting Foundation from Nars. This one is Cadiz. And just start off with one pump. That's all you need. Go back in with your foundation brush. And we're building. So you really want to make sure that your skin is properly prepped and hydrated and then primed where it needs to be primed. Always go and take the foundation into your brush, so you're priming your brush. And just because I have that pigmentation around the mouth, I don't really want to go in with a lighter colour there. So we are just taking it through center of the forehead, center of the cheeks, down the nose. Now to bring this all together, I'm going to be using the Nars Sheer Glow foundation in Macao. Again, just one pump. Prime and load your brush. Your brush And it is a beautiful brush. It is given a gorgeous blend. Now I'm also going to brighten and balance up my skin using concealer and contour. Today my lighter concealer of choice is going to be the Rose Ink, and I am using Shade LX130. So I'm brightening up the center of the cheeks and under the eye. I'm not going to take this too close to underneath my eye. I just really want to frame and lift my cheekbones. Again, this is giving another little nice layer. And blend out using the same side of your foundation brush. Now I'm going to flip the brush over. It's too big. Let's go in with a concealer brush. And blend. So we have the Fenty contour stick. This is a matchstick in Espresso 5. And you can either prime your brush, or with this product, as long as you just go in straight away, you can take it straight onto the face. So I'm going to go straight on to the face. I'm not taking it too low. I'm keeping it quite high. And we're going to blend out instantly. So I'm going to use another Makeup by Mario brush. This one here is F1. And blend up. Go upwards and upwards. Upwards and up. And if you've got to make a little funny face, do what you need to do. Just get it all blended. There is not enough contour to get rid of this little situation here, so we're just going to leave it. We're just shading whatever's left on the brush like it's too short. Now let's go in with eyebrows. For eyebrows, we are going to be using a pencil. We're going to be also using a little bit of a felt flick, and then we're going to set it with a gel. So always groom your brows into position. Now I really love this pencil. It gives such precision. It is so soft. You're not tugging. And you can literally, it does what it says. So it's the NYX Blade and Shade. You can shade it in, but you can also get some nice blade, strong precision. Always go back and groom. You're always going to get one eyebrow that throws you off. This one for me, it's painful. Do your best. Try and get them to look like sisters, not twins, okay? So once you've got your brow going, go and get that pen. Now I'm using, again, NYX. This shade is, what shade is this? Espresso, again. And just, okay, I want you to start from the middle of the brow, and with the lightest touch. Now the hairs are going in that direction, so that's the direction that we're going to be drawing. And just with the lightest touch, do little flicks. These are your hair strokes, okay? So always tiny little flicks. So then when you get here, you've already got that kind of soft hand, and you can build up the beginning where it's meant to be the most natural. Always take your groomer, lift it up. I mean, this step does take a few more minutes. You can totally skip it if you want to, and go straight in with the brow gel to set. But if you've got a couple more minutes, it is worth doing. With that lightest touch, fill in the base, the beginning of the brow, and comb. Brow mascara. Elf, you know I love this one, it's my go-to, and the shade is, I should know this by now, deep brown. Always remove any excess and just tease your brows and lock them into place. Let's not obsess. Let's move on. So we're going to do that natural classic eye that I was talking about in the beginning. In order to get this look, you want a light, you want a medium, and you want a dark. I'm going in with the Nars Loaded Palette, and we have your neutrals, you can see there. We've got some lights, we've got some mediums, we've got the darks. So we're going to play with this, and then we're going to lock in that liner with a little bit of liquid liner as well. So let's start. Now I've got nothing on my eyelids, so we need to add a little something because I want this to hold. If you don't have an eye base, go in with your concealer, preferably the slightly lighter colour that you used. Take a small amount, just take it on your finger, and just get it on your lids. Blend that out and set it with a bit of translucent powder, and that is the old school way of doing an eye base. So you can just take it up. I don't really like to frame the brow with the concealer. I would just take it up just underneath, just to get that little bit of lightness and lift. So in order to see a true colour on your lid and to stop any of that creasing happening for longevity, this is what I mean by light layers, eye base or concealer and a bit of powder is your little bit of layer for achieving a flawless eye. We're going to use Laura Mercier setting powder. This is the Ultra Blur. This brush here, absolutely adore. Rowan brush, it's a crease brush, but it works amazing as a powder, as a setter. So just take a little bit of powder, lightly set your eye. And you know, if you're in a rush, if you've got like a finishing powder, say like a MAC Mineralize or, you know, a Studio Fix, just take that all over your eye. That could work really well as a eyeshadow. I used to always do it back in the day. If we're in a rush, just with a more dense brush, just to get more of a block colour. I mean, for that, even that's giving me a nice kind of shade. Morphe brush, it's going to be the M303 eye packer brush. I'm going into a lighter shade, so my lightest colour, and this one is going to go all over the lid. So you don't, just make sure that you just get the product, get the colour, get the shadow all over. So you're taking this colour all over the lid, up to the crease, and just making sure that you cover the entire perimeter of the eyelid. Next, you want to take a fluffy crease brush. This one again is the Morphe brush in M331. It is called the Eye Blender. Go into your medium tone, and with your eye open, looking directly into the mirror, keep the eye open, fit the brush into the crease, and just do light circles. And this is your transitional color, okay? So you'll think of it as slightly contouring the eye. So circles, and you really want the color to be on the outer part of the eye as opposed to too much on the inside of the eye. So small circles, and if you want, you can just slightly pull that out there a little bit. So remember, less is more, build that up. So an angled eyeliner brush And you want to go into your either dark brown or black. I'm going in for black because I want that kind of classic liner look to the eye. Load up your brush, tap off any excess, press it into the back of your hand. So again, you're priming even your eyeliner. You don't want too much product. And with your point facing inwards, start off and line the eye. So I'm just pressing it into the base of my lashes. I don't want too much. And I want that real classic eyeliner. So always, if you've got the point facing inwards, it means that the brush is flat on the lash line and it's giving you that flat liner look. So just press it. And in order for you to get that wing, you need to flip the angle facing outwards. So go back in, prime up your brush, tap off any excess. And this is why we didn't continue to do concealer, because we brightened up here, but you will always inevitably get a little bit of shadow fall down. It's bound to happen. At least now I can lightly tidy it up and we can go in and conceal. So don't worry if you've got any shadow fall down. Just get the eyes looking correct, okay? So point facing outwards. And generally, if you're looking directly into the mirror and you have, say, imagine you're drawing an imaginary line from underneath your lower lash and you're going up. So I'm doing this imaginary line and I've gone up. I've made a marking. Go back in. Connect that line to the top. Just pull it together. And your flick can be as big as you want it to be. But what you don't want is to have a thick line on the inner part of the eye. You almost want thin going to thick. So once you're happy with your shape, I'm happy with that. Other eye. Now that we've powdered linered both eyes, we're going in with the liquid liner. So I'm using the Carolina Herrera eyeliner. It's called Fabulous Eyeliner and it has a beautiful nib. And when you're doing your second step of eyeliner, you're drawing from the outwards, working your way in, okay? So I'm going to show you with this eye here. So you're looking down into your mirror so you don't get too much flick. And just, you've got your guide. Take your time. Now flip your brush over. So the point is again facing inwards. And just lightly continue what you've already done. Now you want to take the nib of your eyeliner and you almost want to go inside the eye. So if you have a look, now I'm almost pressing the eyeliner into my lashes. Q-tip at hand. If there's any transfer, grab it while it's still wet. Don't let it set. And at this point, if you need to, you can steady the eye because you've already got your shape, so nothing's going to be moving. You can steady the eye, make sure your fingers are clean. steady the eye and really get that sharpness. After I've gone and done my liquid liner, I go back to my brush, I go back into my powder and I lock it in again. Nothing is going to move. You have got an intense liquid line look, classic eye look, lashes of mascara. There is one step extra if you're willing to go the extra mile. I mean, we've already committed this far, right? If you want to go that little extra mile, where is my pencil? So we've got the Lisa Eldridge pencil, and this one is Seamless Glide in black treacle. Tightline the eye. So you want to lift up and you want to go underneath your lashes. This is called tightlining. And that is your eyeliner done. When doing this look, I also like to smoke a little bit underneath the eye. So with that medium colour that we used into the crease, we need to mix that in with a slightly darker shade and smoke underneath your lashes. So with a smudge brush, or even a very small point brush like this one. Let's go in with the Precise Eye Detail brush. This is 383. 383. Let's just mix a couple of shades. We're going in with your medium, like a medium and dark. So this is the medium, this is the dark. Give yourself a little mix. Always kind of press the product into the brush and lightly smoke under your lashes. Let's lock this in with some mascara. Always Sky High, Maybelline, amazing mascara. Lightly tease out the lower lashes. We don't want too much. Okay, so now that we're happy with the eyes, let's go in and perfect that base. Now, I feel like we've got work to do here because my skin is not skinning at the moment. Where do we start? We need to carry on and we need to brighten up and really even out underneath the eye. I'm going to go in with the Nars. I haven't used this for a while, but I do love it. It is the Radiance Concealer in Amande. Let's go in and just brighten up what needs to be brightened up and evened out. Now I lightly, didn't show you guys, tapped off any fall down. So if you've got fall down, tap that off, clean it away. Take that concealer brush and lightly tease this out. So I'm just lightly pressing it. Start off at the edges on the outer eye. And then just blend out. Let's hide and camouflage all these other areas that we need to. Pan concealer. I've got the Bobbi Brown one. So it's like a cream stick. So it's a full coverage concealer. And you can get a small brush. Go into your concealer. So load up your brush. And where you've got marks or anything that you want to erase, just kind of scribble over the area. I've got a lovely little friend here that I need to get rid of. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Go back with your concealer brush and just press around. And you're just erasing all the little bits that you don't want to see. Let's get this all set into place. Now we want to keep that glow, but we don't want glow everywhere. So again, we've got the new Makeup by Mario brush. This one is F3. They feel divine. Get that Laura Mercier powder or any loose setting powder that you have. It really wants to be a very fine one when you're doing this setting method. And I'm going in, always have the lid to hand. Get your powder. I'm going to go in with the larger side. Take it into the brush and just lightly place where you want to set. It's always going to be my T-zone. To just smooth out any texture. Now, I'm not a fan of setting under the eyes, but with this look, we're going to lightly set underneath the eyes with the smaller side of the brush. Whenever you're doing this, so just get your powder ready. Prime up your brush. Go and get that concealer brush that you started off with. Make sure that there is no product in the crease whatsoever, because you're just setting the concealer into place and you don't want to be setting any creases into place. Okay? So really push it out, go straight in and lightly set underneath the eyes. I am not a fan of baking, but a little set we can do. Let's go and get some cheek colour going. Now, I brought this new Patrick Tar. And it looks, to me, it looks quite dark. Well, it looks dark. I don't know if you can see that. And you've got your gorgeous cream. I love the packaging. You've got your cream shade here, and then you've got your blush bronze here. I'm going in with the smaller side to that Makeup by Mario brush. Load up the brush. So it's a lovely balm texture. So it gives lovely luminosity. Feel this with my finger. I always like to kind of touch and see how it is. And even, you know what, this is actually quite good to have this side. Go back over with that foundation brush and hit all those edges so that everything is seamless. Let's go in with the e.l.f. This is bronze and contour. This is a duo, okay? And I'm going to take it onto the back of my hand. I'm actually going in with the same brush. Let's load it up. And let's... Oh, this is nice. That's nice. So just where I want that bronze, and it's going to naturally give you that little bit of contour anyway, so we're just building up from what we had on earlier. And then use the other side of the brush to blend and smooth. And we like, go back in with that powder brush. And just, no new product on it. Just ensure that your edges are all seamless. Okay, I like that. Lips. This is the Nars. It's a liquid matte, so it's called Power Matte. It has the perfect applicator. Can you see this? Yeah, you can actually draw. You don't even need a lip line with this product. You can actually draw a perfect red lip with this. So let's do this. I'm going to start with the top lip. Can you see the precision of this product? Absolutely amazing. Adore these products, and they last all day, all night. Nothing is moving, nothing is transferring. If you're out and you've got a small bag, I think they even had like at Christmas or during holidays, they would have the small miniature sizes as well. I have a couple of them. If you ever see them, grab them because they last, they're easy, same applicator. But I absolutely can drop the hair. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, just type them down below and I will get right back to you. Let me know what kind of tutorial you want next, what kind of look you want to focus on. And please, it is really important. I know it's boring. Please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe. Everything that I've used is linked down in the description box below, and I will see you again soon.